and welcome to Inner Circle Guidance. Today I'm going to be doing a collective reading, but for those of you who are new to the circle, hello and welcome. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I post new videos every single day. If you're looking for daily short tarot readings, check out my Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or YouTube Shorts. If you're looking for personal services or personal readings, I offer them through my website, innercircleguidance.com. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and call it because I already have this very, very strong feeling about what today's reading is going to be about. And so your affirmation for this reading is going to be that other people's perceptions are not my business. And so let's get some cards and see what this is about. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Lovers. We have the Five of Wands. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Magician. Interesting. And the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck here. So we have divine counterparts on the table. Okay. There is some action here that you are taking in terms of your manifestations when it comes to decisions and relationships. In the past, people have made you feel very chaotic, very confused. There's been a lot of arguments, a lot of disappointments, a lot of disagreements over choices that you're making in terms of your relationship with friends, family, or in your romantic relationships. But the thing is, I'm seeing here that even though we have these divine counterparts on the table, this isn't necessarily a love reading, okay? This is more talking about how you're leveling up from going from this Queen of Pentacles energy who maybe was a little bit of a people pleaser, who went out of their way and overgave to the extent that you would overgive and overgive and overgive, trying to please these people. And part of it was because you wanted the perception that they had of you to change. You wanted them to view you a certain way. But what you're realizing is that you are leveling up into the King of Pentacles. You're going from the Queen to the King. And the reason I say that is you're no longer burdened with this chaotic energy, okay? Because you're realizing that overgiving to people who already don't appreciate the giving that you're doing in the first place isn't going to get the reaction that you're looking for. And so let's get a couple more cards here. Let's get more specific. We have the Star, Temperance, Two of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the King of Swords with the Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck here. Okay, a lot of balance here. Literally all four cards indicate different aspects of balance. We have the Star pouring into the water and onto the ground. We have the Temperance card where the angel's pouring back and forth between the cups. We have the Two of Pentacles, which is about juggling these two aspects of things. And then we have the Chariot, which is literally yin and yang, the merging of opposites, the balance of two separate energies here. And you're finding the truth between all of them. You're learning not only how to balance your different energies, but you're also learning the truth and reading between the lines. So what I mean by that is, in the past, we talked about how you overgave and how you're realizing that by overgiving, you're not getting the reaction that you want from these people because they don't already appreciate what you're giving in the first place. Everybody's perception of what is correct to do in terms of your own life and the decisions you're making and the choices that you're making in relationships, but in general, are all going to be different according to that particular person's own interests, their own insecurities, and the way that they're actually measuring those perceptions. So in one of our other readings, we talked about how people's perceptions are often skewed by their insecurities, or they only see certain pieces of the story. You've started understanding that and realizing that, but to take it a step further, you're also realizing that oftentimes these people who are trying to control the decisions that you're making in your life and who are constantly saying that you're not good enough or whatever is coming from a state of control. It's coming from a negative communication style. It's coming from a negative energy, and it's coming from a lacking mindset. And so what happens is it throws the relationship out of balance, because that entire mindset is about control. People want to control you by pushing their perceptions onto you, because they're either jealous of what you are able to manifest, because the more happy you are, the more it shows where other people are lacking in their happiness, or it's about them wanting to have this false sense of control over their relationship with you. And it gives them that validation, because when you keep giving, they get that validation and they become addicted to it, and they become reliant on that energy. So when you take it away suddenly, they don't know how to react anymore. Suddenly they're back in this juggling energy and chaos where they're not sure what's going on. And what happens is you also fall into that juggling energy when you're overgiving, because you are looking for the same validation but in a different way, where you're wanting to feel either important or loved or whatever it is that you're searching for from these people that you're overgiving to. And so it's almost like this double energy, right? It's the two different sections, like pulling back and forth, but neither of them are actually balanced, and neither of them are a positive sort of mindset, because even though you're giving, even if it's with the best intentions, if you're over giving, your energy is out of whack. And so your manifestations grow out of whack. It becomes harder to achieve the things that you want. You start getting into this wishing mentality of, well, I want this, instead of I'm going to receive this. And you start falling into an energy where there's more desperation. And so what happens is everything sort of either stagnates, or all of a sudden your manifestations start going like this, up and down, like giant waves, like we see behind this Two of Pentacles guy. And so now that you're leveling up into this King of Pentacles sort of energy, where you're no longer falling prey to those types of energies, you're starting to understand yourself and your core values. You're understanding and being more self-aware of your own mindset and your own actions and decision making. And it's making you become more aware of other people's intentions and decisions. And so with that being said, continue the work on yourself, continue to keep a reciprocal and balanced energy, and continue to ask those questions. Is this reciprocal when you're making decisions? And it'll keep you in that King of Pentacles instead of falling back into that Queen of Pentacles energy. Now, do remember that this is a journey. There's going to be days when your progress wins, and there's going to be days when your old patterns and old beliefs win. And that's okay. It's never going to be like just completely perfect all the time. If that were the case, we'd always have positive mindsets and positive thoughts 24/7, but you can't have positive without negative. And that's kind of what this lesson is meant to be teaching you. Finding the balance between the two energies, balance between light and dark, balance between happiness and sadness, between anger and joy, between masculine and feminine energies, between giving and receiving. All the different dualities, finding that fine line between the two that keeps you balanced versus tipping into one or the other so far that your balance becomes out of whack. And so this is your reading. If it resonated with you, don't forget to like this video. I gave you your affirmation already. I'm curious to see how you're going to react to this video, because normally I'm asking the cards, okay, what are we going to talk about today? Today I felt like I already knew, and then the cards just sort of backed me up on that. So I don't know why it was such a prevalent, intense energy today, but this is your reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. And as always, may your life be full of light, full of love, abundance, and gratitude. I'll see you next time.